All right, y'all. We are live on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. It is a beautiful afternoon, I have to say. The sun is shining. The birds are shining. The grass is chirping. The sun is green. There's not a cloud in the sky. Actually, there are lots of clouds in the sky, but there's not a cloud on the ground. All right? Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus, Yeshua the Messiah. I pray you guys are super blessed. All right? Now, what is going on, guys? You know, I'm in a little bit of a long trade here over on BitBase, all right? BitBase, which, by the way, is giving away $500 a week, baby, $500 a week. In fact, today, we're going to be giving away $500 courtesy of BitBase. So if you want to win $500 today, simply subscribe to the dang channel, but sign up to BitBase using the link in the description. It won't cost you a dang thing. All right, also, guys, a quick reminder that BLOFIN is giving away $2,000 a week as well. So if you want a chance to win $2,000 every single week, guys, we're giving away $2,500 a week on these live streams. All right, so make sure to sign up to BLOFIN. Again, you don't have to deposit anything, all right? You do not have to deposit anything. Bitcoin is coming up right now to a little area of resistance. All right, the short setup given in the Casper crew this morning. It's so funny. We had two trades this morning. The long trade given live in the Casper crew VIP Discord during the New York Open live stream, where we longed this low on the back test of the golden pocket, and now we're coming right up to our short zone numero uno, right into the short setup given in the Casper crew VIP Discord over at JasonCasperTrading.com. Sheesh, man. I am Jay Shillington. They call me Jason Shillington. I'm just here to sell you guys my stuff. I'm here to sell you guys my stuff. I don't even know what a dang candlestick is. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Nico. Why so choppy? We'll talk about it. Honestly, we'll talk about it. Do I buy spot Bitcoin? Heck yes, I buy spot Bitcoin. CryptoMine64. CryptoMine64, let me just tell you, I cut my teeth on spot Bitcoin way back in the beginning. Way back in the beginning, when I was just a young crypto guy with a dream. I put my whole life savings in spot Bitcoin, and I still have a large portion of my net worth in spot Bitcoin. All right, I'm close to half of my net worth in crypto, in Bitcoin, really. I mean, in Bitcoin and crypto assets. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, seriously, short signal given, but you're in a long. Short signal setup was given, my friend. The setup was given this morning. The signal, which, by the way, is not financial advice, was given this morning during the New York Open live stream. So the New York Open live stream, what happened this morning was we were looking for a long trade from down here in the Casper Crew VIP, where we, you know, every single week we're in there multiple times a day, literally going through the live price action. I was looking to long here, okay? But then what happened is we took the liquidity and we got a reclaim, right? We got a reclaim. And we got a fast pump. And I'm like, man, missed opportunity, baby. But I'm like, you know what? Given the context of the market, given the context of as we came and we made this low, we had really bullish looking divergence right here, you know? I said, if we come back down to the Fibonacci golden pocket, then I'll take a long. Well, during the live stream, we came down to the Fibonacci golden pocket. As you can see right here, if we zoom in, right, on that first back test, right into the Fibonacci golden pocket here, that's where I fired off the old juicy long trade, hit a TP1. I've closed half the dang trade. And now, well, we still have half the trade open. We're up right now we're up like $7 grand. $7 grand! My goodness! That's crazy, okay? That is crazy. So yeah, short setup given, long setup given, but the only one that I publicly took was this one right here. Okay, and I'm going to tell you why. Well, first of all, I am in a short trade already. I've been short on ANTARCTIC for quite some time. All right, I'm holding a short trade, but I'm gonna be talking about exactly what I think is gonna happen. Big shout out to Bullish on Parade. Hey, buddy and fellow humans, Jay. Hope you didn't close your short from the top. We're gonna go way lower. Well, I'm not really in a short from the top. I'm in a short from pretty much right around where we're at now. I was short from around $65,000. So yeah, there's a good chance, guys, that, you know, here's the thing. Right now, we are attempting to break out of this trend line right here, as you can see. If we can break out of this trend line, guys, we can go to $67,000. All right? We absolutely can go to $67,000. Shout out to Zavidi Vorlex. Bitcoin has been front running levels up and down lately. Seriously, man, it's been chop city. $500 or a 500 2-week future trial voucher. A $500 of money that you can trade with but cannot withdraw. All right, you can trade with the $500. You can't withdraw it. All right, but I don't think it has an expository and a suppository date. All right, I don't think it has a suppository date. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to CBK Wahoo, and shout out to the real Bayte C. Shout out to your boy Black Swan. He says Romans 8:31. Good morning, Jay. Good morning to you. Good afternoon. In Dump we trust. I don't know. Big shout out to Aris Fox 6641. Big shout out to Sigma Crypto 3253. Big shout out to Ilrich 69 PBLL who says yellow. Shout out to R Pink in the house. What is going on, R Pink? In the house, my man. In the house. It expires within 2 weeks? All right. I didn't know that. I thought it lasted forever. But you know what? Then use it in 2 weeks, guys. If you have $500 to trade in 2 weeks, use it in 2 weeks. All right. And guess what? If you're not interested in $500 to trade with in 2 weeks, then don't participate in the juicy giveaways. All right. But seriously, if you're into some actual cash giveaways, if you want some actual cash giveaways, smash up the dang likes. All right, we have 400 people in the house. If we could get, let's give it a real target. If we can get 500 likes, we're almost at 500 viewers. If we can get 500 likes within the first 45, I'll do an actual cash giveaway. And if you want juicy cash giveaways, join the Casper Crew VIP Discord. All right, last month we literally gave away like $10,000 of actual money, actual cash. All right, actual cash. So you want some real giveaways, join the VIP Discord. Not only do you get the juicy trade, not signals like this long trade right here, or this long trade right here, up 40 grand, which was given in advance and in the moment on June 25th. But we're giving away cash. We're paying you to stay. You know? I mean, what's more valuable, having followers or having money? And obviously followers. You know, because nothing can scratch the self-esteem, the low self-esteem itch like having likes and subscribes on YouTube and Twitter. So make sure to like me on Twitter and follow me on Facebook and on MySpace and YouTube. And all those cool social media apps that you young children are into these days. All right? Should we really take partial profits? Isn't that just a means of easing the mind? Yes, it's a means of easing the mind, Mr. Darkness Revealed 8630. Look, trading is 99% psychology. Any idiot can spend 3 months on YouTube and know everything about trading. Any idiot can watch 3 months of YouTube videos. Any idiot can go to the Jason Casper YouTube channel right here. Any idiot can go to playlists, and any idiot can click the free course where I give away more information for free than most paid courses give away, charging you thousands of dollars, and know everything about trading. But here's the thing. Knowing and doing are two different things. And the barrier between knowing and doing is literally your psychology. All right? It's the trading psychology that literally will make or break you as a trader. Okay? And so taking partial profits, what does this do? It allows you to relax. It allows you to see clearly. It allows you to make small and consistent profits over time without letting the fear and greed cloud your decision making. And so by taking partial profits, you can be more profitable over time, not because you couldn't in theory be more profitable taking one profit at the exact top after you long the exact bottom, but because your psychology puts you in a position where you actually mentally can handle letting the trades ride a little bit longer, not taking a trade right now when you know you shouldn't because it's not the best trade to take, but you have that FOMO because you're not in a position. You guys know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm saying? You know? But yeah, this guy says, as the biggest idiot, I can confirm this is true. And as an idiot myself, I can confirm this is true. All right, 2 days on YouTube, one video about support and resistance and bullish divergences. Man, I'm an expert, man. What do they call that? The Grundlin-Kruger effect or whatever? The Gulli-Kruger effect? What is that effect? Where you watch one YouTube video and you think you're an expert? What's my top supplements that me or a person should take? That has nothing to do with crypto. But if you have to know, it's obviously got to be, if you're not getting your omega-3s through your diet, omega-3. If you're not getting vitamin D from the sun, vitamin D. If you take vitamin D, you got to take it with vitamin K. Make sure you're not deficient in magnesium or copper or selenium or iodine. Really, you have to find out if you're deficient in it. If you're deficient, the purpose of a supplement is to reduce the deficiency. And ideally, you should be able to just eat your diet, right? For me personally, a big fan of magnesium biglycinate, a big fan of glycine, a big fan of cod liver oil, and or some kind of DHA supplement if I'm not eating fatty fish on a regular basis. A big fan of an iodine supplement if... I've always had issues with low thyroid in my life. So the iodine for me, that could affect your thyroid, all right? So make sure you're getting iodine. I don't eat table salt. That's really about it, really. I'm trying to think. Yeah, those are the big ones. Vitamin D, magnesium, glycine, and if you struggle with high cortisol because you're stressed out and all this, ashwagandha in phases can be really good for helping you get your sleep. Glycine and ashwagandha. There you go. All right, now let's pop into the actual Bitcoin chart, guys. All right, let's pop into the actual Bitcoin chart. This was from the video I made yesterday. I want to start in the weekly time frame because honestly, I want to start in the 2-week time frame right now, guys. Yeah, we're long on Bitcoin right now. All right, from the Dan Casper Crew VIP Discord. All right, we're up 7 grand. We're up 7 grand. But let's see. Let's see. Here's the deal, guys. 2-week time frame. The elephant in the room is this. Let's go to the all-time index. Guys, the elephant in the room is we have confirmed officially a good old-fashioned uneven butt cheek pattern on the 2-week, all right? As the price is getting lower to the macro Fibonacci golden pocket, the oscillator right here, we have a juicy left momentum wave and a skinny right momentum wave. On the 2-week, we've confirmed a BitBoy green dot with an oversold wave, and then we confirmed a higher wave, all right? Giving us the juicy, uneven butt cheek pattern, big on the left, skinny on the right, coming out looking like Dolores from the diner. As the price is getting lower to key support, she's waddling out here, spilling the dang coffee all over the floor with those uneven gluteus maximi, and then boom, the price starts to get moved to the upside. Now the question is, does this mean the bottom of the bear market is in? There are some who will make the argument, yes, the bottom of the bear market is in. The only way you could possibly make the argument that the bottom of the bear market is in, if we're going on past data, is the confirmed bullish divergence. Okay? That's the only possible way. Because the last time we had this exact signal, the bottom was in. Now, that being said, in the past, every single bottom happens at least 365 days after the all-time high. All these green boxes on the Bitcoin all-time index are the past cycles where we bottomed out, and the green vertical line is 365 days after the all-time high. What does that mean? It means we have about 2 months, guys. About 2 months until the bottom is in if we're going to go based on the historic data of the 4-year cycle after the all-time high. Now, I do want to point out something else about these indicators that mark the bottom. Every time the indicator marks the bottom, it actually becomes... It's like a drug, and each time you need a stronger dose of the drug to get you out of the bottom. The first time, we just needed an oversold wave, all right? The second time, we needed an oversold wave with a big Bitcoin green dot, all right? The third time, we needed an oversold wave with a big Bitcoin green dot and a bullish divergence. Now, I'm just saying, each time the bottom signal's in, it has to be a little bit more bullish looking than the last time. What would make this one even more bullish? A third drive of divergence, honestly. Maybe this time, it does this. I don't know. Maybe this time we have to get the trichecular formation. What's the trichecular formation, you ask? The trichecular formation is something like this. All right, let me show you a classic trichecular. All right, a trichecular formation. Perfect example back from April 2025. Is the bottom in? Is the bottom in? We have a bullish divergence on the daily time frame, right? Uneven butt cheek pattern, clearly. Dolores is at the diner, clearly. It's not her day off. Clearly, she's come to the table. Clearly, the price is even getting a bounce. But then what happens? We make a lower low. and we form another butt cheek, the tricheecular formation. All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, also known as pseudocracatus, the pseudocracatus in Latin, which basically means fake butt crack in English. Because you would assume this is the butt crack, but you're wrong. It's simply just a big dimple of cellulite in the left butt cheek, a massively large butt crack in the middle, followed by the right cheek. And if we take the measuring tool from cheek to cheek, we're actually measuring about 31 days of crack. 31 days of crack will drive anybody crazy. 31 days of crack could kill you. It probably will kill you. 31 days of crack you don't want to mess with. And look at what happens after the 31 days of crack. That's when the actual bottom is in. Boom! Okay? Now, coming back to our 2 weekly, we have to ask, is there a tricheecular on our horizon? Well, obviously only time will tell. But if we're going to look at all the data together, we do have to say that, historically speaking, it's 365 days after the all-time high where we bottom out. And historically speaking, each signal on Market Cypher B needs to get a little bit stronger than last time. Does it mean the bottom can't be a now? No, the bottom could be a now. And I've been very open about the fact that I have bought Bitcoin on spot down here. And I've been very honest about the fact that if you're on the sideline and you have no Bitcoin, we are, objectively speaking, at a 50% discount right now, which is a good place to buy any asset. If you want to buy anything, let's say you had a dream car. A dream car. All of a sudden it goes on sale, 50% off. Would you say, nah, I'll wait for it to go lower? No. You would buy at least half of that car. You might buy a third of that car. You might go into the dealership and saw a third of that car off and purchase a third of that car. And if it goes even lower, then you might go buy the other 2/3. That's how I'm approaching Bitcoin right now. I'm breaking into the dealership at night. I'm vandalizing the vehicle. I'm cutting it into pieces. And I'm buying just a little bit at a time. Right now is a good time to start buying into Bitcoin. Now, I'm going to be building a position. So long as we're under $70,000, the lower we go, the more I buy. All right? Now, as we get to the weekly time frame, what else do we see here? We see bullish divergences as well. Very interesting. Now, let's go to the daily time frame. This is where things get really interesting. The daily time frame right now is confirming an ultra bullish signal here, which is a classic Market Cypher signal, which is this: a big bottom, very oversold, with a double BitBoy Big Ben green dot, aka snake eyes. All right, followed by the price making a lower low into the macro 618. By the way, right, the low we made down here at 57K is the macro bear market bottom to bull market top 618. We have a bullish divergence with continued BitBoy green dottage. After that, what happens? The money flow crosses the zero line from the purple into the blue. That is a very bullish signal. And now we have a confirmed trigger wave as the money flow is getting thicker with the yellow oscillator pointing straight up. This is a very bullish continuation signal. And if I was a betting man, which technically I am, I would assume that the Bitcoin price at least is going to have to go to the top of this local range here, right? Because we have the confirmed continuation pattern here. And we have our low, our lower low forming a very nice bottom with a bullish divergence. And now we've made a higher low. And it's not, honestly, I have to say, it's not the best level in the world. Like, I don't really necessarily like this level. I would have liked for us to come down a little bit lower to 60,000. I was really looking for us to come down here, but I've been saying the whole time, if we confirm that trigger wave on the daily, I'm going to have to become more bullishly biased because it is a macro bullish continuation pattern, right? I can't argue with the chart. You know, I might want to come lower here. We're up right now $5,000, guys. Do you see this? We're up right now $5,000, but we're up eight, nine. We're up $9,000, $9,000 US. Wow, look at this. We are breaking out the dang resistance, baby. From the trade setup given live in the Casper Crew New York Open live stream this morning, we sniped the dang entry in real time at jasoncaspertrading.com right from the back test. I can't even take myself seriously, guys. We sniped the entry. We sniped the entry right from the back test of this golden pocket. Can you even spot it? The dang golden pocket. Can you spot it? I love pulling my fib out. Let's pull the fib out right here. Zoop. Right from the dang 618. Would you look at that? Right from the dang 618. Amazing. Fantastic. We're breaking out of the trend line, guys. We're breaking out the dang trend line. Wow. That is crazy. That is pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy. Is this not? Is this not crazy? We locked in a juicy. This could be the next big one. This could be the next big one. All right. This could be the next big one. I'm not going to lie. All right. It might not be the next big one. We'll have to wait and see what happens, guys. It really might not be. We'll honestly have to wait and see what happens. All right. Don't fade the fib, baby. Shoulder, head, shoulder, baby. Mad how we topped out around that 1.618 fib extension and now finding support at the 618. You're up 5K in a long, but you're telling people about your short setup? Yes. Yes. Of course. Because look, over in the Casper crew, man, we trade the markets up and down. Like, what the heck, bro? I long and short. And I'm literally in a short right now. I'm literally in a short right now as well. I'm in a short right now. It's up $100. It's up $200. Short, baby, on Bitcoin. All right? Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling people about my short setup, and I'm long. I'm in multiple longs. This long right here, given in advance, in the moment, told people what I'm taking it, up 40 grand. This long trade here, I told everybody exactly when I was taking it. We made the plan. We took it live. I don't know what else to tell you. Yeah, I'm telling people about my dang short setup. Why am I telling about my short setup? Because look at where we came up to. Like today, right? Today, there was one short I'm looking for. Where do you come up to? We come up to there. That's if you were going to short today, that was the place to short. If you're going to take a short today, it was from here. You could have made money on that short trade. We got a 0.5% move on that first tap. That's a pretty significant move. I'm not going to lie. You know, 0.5% move, in my opinion, that's a pretty good scalp. You know? That's a pretty dang good scalp. You know? I'm shorting 65.3. Okay. Shout out to Felix H. He says, Bonjour, Jason from the south of France. I'm staying at an amazing countryside location with vineyards and chickens. That's what's up. That's what's up. Weekly inverted head and shoulders. This could be it. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish. Shout out to R Pink. Shout out to Pershita Sharma. ETH is pumping. Everything's pumping, guys. Have you seen the dang stock market lately? Have you seen the ES? Look at this nonsense. Look at yesterday's candle. Look at this. I mean, yeah, today's a little bit of a purple backtest, but look at that. Everything's kind of pumping lately. The gold pumped like crazy. Look at gold, man. Look at gold. Oh my goodness, would you look at gold? It's amazing. Let's check out Ethereum. Wow, Ethereum. Doing some crazy stuff, man. Let's actually take a look at Ethereum here. Okay, guys, I have to say, like, what else can I say besides ETH is holding above this macro POC? That is not bearish. Let's go ahead and put on the 2-week oscillator for ETH. Let's check out the weekly. Now, the weekly market cipher beyond ETH, I do have to say, it looks absolutely beautiful. It looks absolutely gorgeous. We have a nice bullish divergence, money flow getting higher. We bounced perfectly from value area low. We've reclaimed the POC of the range. In my opinion, the next target, dare I say it, man? I don't even want to say it because you guys are going to thumbs down me for being bullish. It's so funny, man. You could come out on YouTube and be bullish. You could be bearish. People hate it because they just want you to say what they're thinking. So us YouTubers, we have to walk a very fine line. You know, well, you know, it could be bearish, but, you know, it could be bullish. Look, it could go up or it could be down. You know? In fact, the best technique if you're a YouTuber is to say something like this. Bitcoin is 100% going to break out and go higher this week. Give it some time, rest. Then say, Bitcoin is 100% going to break down and go much lower this week. Now I just give myself 2 perfect clips. Next week, I'm going to come out and talk about how I was right. You should listen to me. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Make sure to pay for my paid group if you also want to be right every single week. The Casper crew, baby. That's where it's at. That's where it's at. The Casper crew. Whew, man, I'm getting shivers down my spine just thinking about how right I am. It's amazing. But here's the thing, honestly, the fact that ETH is hanging up above this POC, we could very easily get our move up to the Fibonacci Golden Pocket, value area high, which is around 3,500. Like, because also, when you, and I'm not saying it's 100% going to happen, guys. I know it sounds crazy right now. It really does. But you have to think of it, guys. We are forming a bullish falling wedge into support. If we, like, hold above this level, we could see a squeeze. Now, would I prefer the bottom to be in now for Bitcoin and ETH? Honestly, I would not. I want us to come lower for all these assets, right? Because it just makes more sense. But you know what else makes sense? A lackluster bull market followed by a lackluster bear market where the bottom comes in and takes everyone by surprise. That also makes sense. And really, if we're going to go based on the sideways range here, it's very interesting. We have ourselves our low, our lower low, and then our back test, right? We have this very clear support that we've tested 4 times with a bullish divergence on the weekly. The last time ETH had a bullish div on the weekly was never ago. ETH has never had a bullish divergence on the weekly before. Never. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? 4-day looking decent. 3-day looking decent. So here's the deal. Honestly, with ETH right now, you know what? This is getting me a little bit bullish. You know, this is getting me a little bit bullish. Clip that. You know. Also, this is getting me a little bit bearish. Clip that too. We have changed market structure here, actually, like very locally. You know, obviously we changed market structure here very locally as well, right? But this is like a flip of a POC. What I would really like is maybe a triple bottom here would be really, really nice. Like if we could get this thing to look more like an accumulation range, that would be really, really nice. You know, where we take that low one more time, we come and we take this liquidity, we tap into value area low one more time. That would be really, really nice here. Maybe we could do that within the next few months. Maybe ETH does get a rise and it ends up being a bull trap. And we just take like this, we reject from here, and then we come down again, we take the lows, and then we come back inside the range, we make a higher low, and then boom, right? That would actually look like a really nice accumulation range at the bottom, right? Form our base of support, do a liquidity grab at the local high, bull trap, come back down, bear trap, you know, test that low again with a lower low, and then basically get this whole invert head and shoulder thing going. That would be a really nice low for ETH, all right? Now let's check out, wow, look at this, man. Look at this, Bitcoin pumping like a wild lady in distress right now. You look, after a week of this, after a week of Chop City, man, this is a pump. I have to say, like after a week of nothing, this is a pump right now. I mean, we go to the 1 minute chart here. I mean, would you look at these 2 massively green candles? Wow, the 1 minute's getting me stoked. Is it getting you guys stoked? If it is, make sure to smash up the dang likes, you know? Sorry, Vortex, I don't mean to give you extreme FOMO, man. But look, I always have FOMO myself. You know, market makers are nice. They love giving people what they need. Is that true? What do people need? We need liquidity, baby. I'm gonna short from 64. Should I take a loss? I don't know. I'm gonna short from right around here. I'm gonna short from 64.7. I'm gonna short from here. So look, it's up to you. It's up to you. I'm willing to let this short get stopped out, by the way, for a break even. This short is gonna stop me out for about $4,000. It'll stop me out at a break even because I've already locked in $4,000 on the trade. It's up to you. Are you bullish or are you bearish? If you're bearish and you have a plan for your trade, then don't close it. If you're gambling and you don't have a plan for your trade, I would close it, and then I would go to the Jason Casper YouTube channel and check out the free course. All right? If you didn't have a plan and you're just gambling, go to the Jason Casper YouTube channel, go to playlists, go to the Jason Casper free trading course, and watch all 18 sessions, and then you'll be able to answer your own question. All right? You'll be able to answer your own question. All right? And then after that, you can watch this video on how to lose your love handles. The real truth on how to get rid of your love handles. You guys see this here? The real truth on how to get rid of your love handles is also going to be down here, okay? Well, actually, only if you're me, okay? Because YouTube thinks I like fitness content. YouTube thinks I want to know how to get rid of my love handles. Because the one thing that plagues me is my massive love handles. They're so big. It's crazy. I could be skinny everywhere, but then all of a sudden the love handles, boom! And they're uneven. The left side is massive, just like this left butt cheek right here. And then the right love handle is so skinny, just like this woman right here at the diner. You know, the love handles are uneven. Isn't that crazy? yo, my love handle's so uneven. They don't call me Jason, but they call me Steven. The left side is so fat that I'm grieving, but I think I could lose it. I'm believing all I gotta do is cut the calories down low. Bitcoin price pumping, better look out below. The market maker, his name is Fat Joe. He says, hey Jay, we about to go. Blast through resistance, Bitcoin go the distance. Get into the car, push the gas on all pistons. Don't you know you can't kiss this or diss this? Jay Casper, we cannot reverse this. We're coming in Antarctic, negative 100K like a spark tick. We got the ticks on the chart, the blue and purple candles like a nice work of art. Big shout to BitBase, what do you say? They're giving away $500 today, courtesy of your boy, his name is Mr. J. Jay Casper the same exact way. And we also got a big shout to BLOFIN, get it in with the crypto spin, with your double chin. Every single week, 2,000 giveaway. Jason Casper, BLOFIN giveaway, a lucky 4 winners. They win the money, baby, they could go for dinner. My favorite old group from the 60s is the Spinners, but Jason Casper is looking like a winner. Oh man, look at this guy, so cool. He's got the hair metal, sunglasses, and mustache too. And yeah, don't you know the action looking muddy? Trans, non-carbon, binary, gender studies. Back in college, Jason Casper looking like this, getting knowledge. But then I had to ditch the makeup and pink hair. I even had to start wearing men's underwear, cause when you're $3,100 in debt, can't get a job, you're stuck in the net. So I started to trade, started to make money, started digging with the spade in the garden. Hey baby, Jay in the house, trading Bitcoin here for the Bitcoin bounce. And oh snap, can we take a peek? Does Market Cypher B have any uneven butt cheeks? Big on the left side, so dang juicy. Skinny on the right side to round out the booty. And I don't even know if you could spot it, but this morning we bounced right from the golden pocket. Just top it. Oh man, wow, amazing. Sheesh. Man, the love handles get me so stoked on that beat, I'll tell you. Yeah, Ethereum. Sheesh. Shout out to Curiosity. Wait, how do you say that? Picorasso. Why don't I participate in the world trading competition? On Bybit? Casper Crew, we were number 14 in the world on Bybit back in 2023, I think. Were we 14? Were we number 14 or were we 24? Or were we 34? I forget. We were actually pretty good. And for BLOFIN, what were we on BLOFIN? I think we were pretty good on BLOFIN. I don't officially trade on Bybit anymore. I do trade on Bybit, but not officially anymore. That's why. But yeah, you know. All right, let's see. We're up $5,000 on this trade. We're down $60 on this short trade, but we're up $23,000 on this long trade. If this stops me out, it'll stop me out for a $4,000 profit, so I'll be on a $100 loss. Net profit of like $30,000, so not so bad. Here we go, baby. I got my stop loss at 65.5. This is the make it or break it territory. Come on, Bitcoin. Guys, don't forget we're giving away $500 courtesy of BitBase today. So if you want a chance to win $500 on BitBase, make sure to sign up. Link in the description. Also, every single week on BLOFIN, we're giving away $2,000. And yeah, if you're interested, guys, check it out. Check it out. How's Cardano looking to me? You know what, Juan Estrada, you got to go and watch Crypto Crow. Crypto Crow has all the Cardano answers, all right? What can I say about Cardano besides the fact that I do think it's a good project and it's ultra bottomed out, all right? Now, hear what I'm about to say. And don't let anyone misunderstand me here. Right now, Cardano is 19 cents, guys, all right? If we ever get back to our all-time high, which I don't think is unreasonable, we're talking about a 1,500% gain, okay? If you think Cardano has a future at all, objectively speaking, it's a good price, all right? The monthly time frame right now is giving us a green dot. Last time we got a green dot on the monthly, oversold like this, it was the bear market bottom pretty much, right? It was the bear market bottom pretty much. We pumped up, not to a new all-time high, but we still pumped up almost 500%. We are about to confirm at the end of August another green dot. All right, 2-week market cipher B. We have a bullish divergence. The last bullish divergence we had was the bottom. All right. I'm sorry, it wasn't the bottom. We had one more low, but even still, if you had bought at this divergence, you would have pretty much bought the bottom. If you believe in Cardano at all, the chart is bottomed out with bullish signals. That's all I can say. If you think Charles Rodkinson has quit Twitter and quit crypto, and he's quit crypto quitter, and he's 32 but he looks 70, you're like, you know what? How much longer can this project go? Then don't buy it. All right, then don't buy it. But honestly, if you have any kind of bullish inclinations about Cardano, this thing has a lot of upside. It has a lot of upside potential. And it's not a piece of crap project either. It's really not. All right. I lost $1 million in Cardano. That coin destroyed me. That's crazy. You know? But here's the thing. Carla says, come on, Jay, I bought all the altcoins with you last bull market, but it was a disaster. Remember you bought 500 to 2,500 worth every live stream? Oh, I remember. Yep, I remember 2022, 2023. I was stacking up, and that's why I haven't bought any now. But let me just say this. Eventually, these things are going to pump. It's going to catch people off guard. See, that the mentality that people have right now of, man, I got wrecked so hard last time, I'm not falling for that again, is exactly why it's going to pump this time. Exactly why it's going to pump this time, baby. Ali Gaming turned 400 into 10K. You know, the Dunning-Kruger effect. Thank you. Thank you. You must be way behind in the stream. Yeah. Exactly. See, this person says Cardano is trash. If you think Cardano is trash, don't buy it. My thing with Cardano is I have all the Cardano I want. I'm holding my Cardano. I'm not selling it. In fact, me and my wife opened up our altcoin portfolio just the other night and said, this is bad, man. Can't believe we let all this go. We had so much money in there. Now it's worth literally. We opened up the dang portfolio and we got a call. It was a margin call. Just kidding, but it is not looking good. It is not looking good. Dark Shield. Yeah, I forgot about Dark Shield. Jason 618 or 786. Here's the next possible rejection. Are we talking about Bitcoin? Yeah, so for Bitcoin, the next possible rejection here is going to be, in my opinion, this. Let's check it out here. In my opinion, the next possible rejection on Bitcoin is going to be between, I'd say 65, between 65.3 and 65.8. So yeah, right around both of those, in my opinion, right around both of those. Yeah, but the daily looks pretty bullish. I'm not gonna lie, the daily on Bitcoin does look pretty bullish, and the 2-week on Bitcoin looks pretty bullish. I mean, Bitcoin's looking kind of bullish. What can I say? You know, maybe this is one of those patterns, guys. Bitcoin loves this pattern. Bitcoin loves this pattern. This is a classic Bitcoin pattern. Like, go back to the, like, where's a classic one of those? It was right over here, right? Right here. We formed this, and then we just... Actually, this isn't a classic one of those patterns. We formed this pattern for 25 years, actually. But I know that, like, last cycle, we had so many of those patterns. Let's go back in time here. Oh, wait. We have to go to the daily. Hang on. Yeah, here we go. Like, remember all this? This is what I'm talking about. We have this, and then, boom, we break out. Where's another good example? We had a lot of those right here, right? We break out, we form this, and then whoop. Bitcoin loves to do that kind of thing. So I would not be surprised if we don't get another big old whoop to the upside and come to the top of the range around 67-ish. Right? That would not surprise me in the slightest. In the slightest. Do I trade with any strategy or just instincts and experiments? Definitely experiments for sure. What I like to do is I like to sniff the wind. Which way is the wind blowing today? You know? And then what I do is I roll some dice. I roll them, boom! Whatever number that die lands on, that's how many figures I put in the trade, right? If I roll 12-figure trade. Is that $1 billion? I don't know. Too dumb. I'm too dumb to know. Too dumb to know. But honestly, strategy, that's for losers. You know what I'm saying? Really, it's all about just how do you feel that day, you know? Wake up in the morning, how am I feeling that day? Feeling bullish? You know, would your instincts ever be wrong? Could my instincts ever be wrong? Nah, I'm just joking. If you want to know all about my trading strategies, go and watch my free course. 18 sessions. 18 sessions. My strategy is basically I long support and I short resistance, and I look for some kind of confirmation to get into the trade on some kind of indicator. That's literally my strategy. So, for example, this morning, the trade that was taken live in the VIP community from this backtest here, the reason why I took this trade here is because we came down and we made a nice low earlier today, right? We had liquidity right here. Well, first of all, the trading plan this morning was this, okay? Because when I do a live stream in the VIP, I come up with a plan for the day, right? We come to the chart and we plan the potential trades we would want to take. The first trading plan I gave this morning was to come down to this level here. What happened in the moment, however, was instead of coming down to my level, we front run the level, but we took out these stop losses. So we got a stop hunt, right? And as we got the stop hunt, we saw a very, very bullish divergence forming here, which made me say, because we have such a bullish divergence here and we front run the level, if we come back down to back test the golden pocket, I'm gonna have to go for the long trade. And we did. We back tested the Fibonacci golden pocket right here. And so when I saw we were taking a bounce, that's where I took the long trade, right? So that was a strategy, but it was modified in the moment. The original plan, the original strategy right here was to come down to this area and bounce from here with bullish divergences, right? But because we bounced from here with bullish divergences and front ran the level, and we bounced from the POC plus liquidity grab, I modified that to get in on a back test. Same deal with planning for the short trade from this area today. It's funny because today, the only short trade, that's not true. Well, you could have shorted earlier this morning and had a really nice short. But ever since I came to the chart this morning, the only short you actually could have taken and made money on was the one from right here, the setup given right here. And to be fair, we didn't necessarily have the confirmations for that move. But nonetheless, because it was a key level of resistance, we still ended up with a pretty decent rejection from there. On the first tap of that 786, we came down about 0.5%, which, by the way, for a scalp trade is excellent. Excellent. You know, I think where did I hit my first TP1 on the long trade was, I guess it was around a 0.6%. So yeah, that's an excellent scalp. What time do I host premium lives? I personally do it every Monday and Wednesday at 9 in the morning Eastern time. But we have 4 instructors in the Casper crew, and we do every New York Open, every London Open, every Asia Open, and then not randomly, it's on a schedule. One of the instructors is an altcoin stream, and we cover way more assets than just Bitcoin. You know, but yeah, Trump talks around 4. Interesting. Okay, I wonder what he's gonna say. What's Donald Trump gonna say? I better get my hair ready for Donald Trump, because this is unacceptable when the president speaks. I gotta fix this. There we go. Actually, there we go. Can we look at Crow? Yeah, I don't see why we can't look at Crow. We could take a look at Crow. Wait, this can't be right. Is this really the asset we're looking at here? Chronos, right? Chronos means time in Greek. chronos in Greek means time. That's where we get our English word chronology. Chronology comes from chronos. Chronos. Yeah, that's it. Wow. Man, I don't have enough chronos for this stuff, man. Well, what do I think about it? Well, we're getting an oversold wave on the monthly. That's all I can say. Which we've never really had before. This thing is beat down from its beginning to list on Coinbase back in 2021. It is down 94%. Look, I don't know anything about Chronos. I'll be honest with you. Is this CryptoCrow.com? What is Crow? Let's Google it here. What is this? Crypto? Yeah, it's Crypto.com. All right, it's the native cryptocurrency of the Chronos chain and the ecosystem powering Crypto.com. All right, so all I can say is this: based on the chart itself, I can't know anything about the fundamentals of this thing based on the chart itself. But all I can say is, if this is actually a legitimate, good project that has a real use case that will be used in the future, you're buying it at a cheap price. You're buying it 94% discount. And when it comes to things like this, you have to do your own fundamental research. But the upside is almost 2,000%. And assuming we don't make a lower low, the downside is 10%. All right, so that gives us a risk to reward ratio, assuming we make a new all-time high or at least come to the previous all-time high. I'm not saying we're going to. I'm just analyzing this as a risk to reward ratio. All right. The risk to reward ratio is this. The downside potential is 10%. The upside potential is 2,000%. This is giving us a 129 times more potential reward than potential risk. 120 times more potential upside than downside. So if you, based on your own fundamental research of Chronos and Crypto.com, feel like it's a solid project, then you're buying at a very good price. All right, you're buying at a very good price. You're buying at historic support. This has been support since November 2022. It's been held once, twice, 3 times as support. And of course, I'm pretty sure we rejected from the... Let's go ahead and put this on log scale fib here. Yeah, we rejected from the golden pocket last time, last bull market, right? That's all I can say, because I don't know anything about the fundamentals of Chronos. I just know that in Greek, Chronos means time. All right, and that's where we get our English word chronology, chronological order. That's all I know, you know? That's all I know, you know? 5 minute, the 100 about to cross the 200 on Bitcoin. Let's pump, baby. Shout out to Memory Man in the chat. What's going on, bro? What is going on? Crow burned and unburned a bunch of coins a while ago. It was funny. Is that how that happened? How old am I? In 3 days, I will cross the line from youth into old. All right? In 3 days, I'm about to officially become old, an old man. The beard is not even fully grown in yet, but it's already about to turn gray in 3 days. The hair, still pretty good, but only 3 days away until my hairline recedes by at least 17 inches. That's how old I am, all right? Crazy, crazy. Today, I drive a Ram 1500. In 3 days, I'm going to be driving a minivan. All right. Today, I have 6-pack abs. In 3 days, beer gut. It's crazy. I'm that close to being old. Never thought it would happen to me. When you're young, you feel like you'll never be old. And then one day you wake up, boom, you're old. How did this happen? How in the world is Linkin Park's Hybrid Theory album 27 years old? That's so old. That's 30 years old. The music I grew up with is 30 years old. Yeah, I mean, that's crazy, man. That is crazy. Man. Shout out to Fecal Matter Machine. Yes, I'm 25. Yes, I am 25 for sure. I'm 25. Do I have a video on Fibonacci? Do I have a video on Fibonacci? Do I ever, man? Oh, man. I love Fibonacci. One of my favorite things to talk about. Let's see. I think I have a video on Fibonacci. Fibonacci retracement. How to use Fibonacci to become a profitable trader. Part 18 of my free trading course. And not only that, but also, if you go to other playlists here, this full day trading guide. All right? I have a video of Fibonacci, the right way to draw Fibonacci retracements. The right way to draw Fibonacci retracements is right here, guys. All right? Also, I have even more than that. I'm pretty sure if you go to the playlist section, guys, on my YouTube channel, I mean, it's a gold mine in here. Let's see. What do I have? Crypto trading strategies. Crypto trading strategies. All right. I'm pretty sure I have Fibonacci in here. If not, just watch this playlist of my crypto trading strategies, guys. I have so many videos where I've gone over so many trades that I've taken in different strategies, you know, in this playlist, honestly. I mean, look at this thumbnail. This trading strategy changed everything. Look at this thumbnail. Wow. I'm curious. I want to watch this. Wow, the best trading strategy for beginners. Wow, look at this. Look at this text on there, too. The editor, man. The editing on this video is amazing. I don't even remember doing that. Oh, did I do this? I might have done this. Wow, look at this. Wow, my goodness. Oh, my. Wow. Jason Casper. Wow, look. This guy must be a really good trader. He's so happy because he followed Jason Casper. Wow, Jason Casper with the content. Man, I impressed myself. Sheesh, how could you guys sleep on this YouTube channel? I'm telling you. All right, Bitcoin's pumping, baby. Bitcoin is pumping, baby. Here we go. I even hired an Asian for YouTube. Yes, I know, man. Seriously. Yeah, R.I.P. Chester. Seriously, man. That you know what? I hate. How do I say this? I don't really care. Usually, if not that, I don't mean to sound heartless, but it's very strange to me when people get upset because of celebrities dying, right? I never understood it until Chester from Linkin Park died. That affected me. That actually did affect me. That was pretty crazy, actually. Then I understood. Who edited that video? You know what? I think it might have been me. I think back in that time, I was experimenting with maybe trying to get some more views or something. When did this video come out? Let's see, 3 years ago. On March 1st, 2023. Okay, so this was, yeah, I was really experimenting because we had just come out of the bear market. The channel was dying. Not as bad as it is now, actually. Now my channel is literally right now is the worst in history of Jason Casper. Is right now. But at the time, back then, my channel was dying. And I was like, what can I do to revive the channel? I thought, you know what? I must hire an Asian guy to celebrate his trading wins. You know, and that's exactly what I did. And look, honestly, I think I had like 80,000 subs back then. Now I'm at 160. I doubled my subs. All I had to do was hire an Asian. Isn't that amazing? Pro tip for all you aspiring YouTubers out there. A pro tip. Your channel's dying. Pro tip, baby. Pump song if it breaks 65. How did it affect me? Well, honestly, Linkin Park was a very influential band in my life, so it was just a strange thing. It was very, I don't know. It was a strange thing. It was just a strange feeling. It was the first time a famous person died. It made me feel something. All right. I can't explain it. All right. Did you hire an Asian for your trades? Well, if they're Korean, probably. Because those Koreans are insane at trading. Do women like Fibonacci? I don't know. I'll have to ask my wife. The world ended in 2012. Today, more people own smartphones and toothbrushes. That is crazy. Time is accelerating, says someone. It does feel that way. It really does feel that way. Shout out to Make Me a Million. He says, get VIP 7 fees signing up BitBase with the link in the description. Very, very, very low fees. That's true, guys. BitBase, very, very, very low fees. You get VIP level 7 fees on this. How do I see my fees here? I don't know how to see my fees. Oh, here we go. Fees. Okay, yeah, VIP level 7. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you guys see that? Let me zoom in on it. Fees. VIP level 7 is going to give you, if you sign up using my link, 0.005 maker, 0.02 taker. All right. Now, not only that, but again, if you sign up, you get, we're giving away $500 a week. Guys, if you sign up to BLOFIN, all right, BLOFIN is giving you $2,000 a week and also 0% limit order, 0.02% market order. All right, very low fees for both these exchanges and giveaways. But today is the day that we're giving away $500 courtesy of BitBase. All right, BitBase. Why BitBase? Well, because think about it. Bybit and Coinbase, two of the best exchanges in the world. Imagine if they got married together and had a baby. Imagine if BitBase and Bybit and Coinbase got together and made a baby with Jason Casper. What would that equal? That would equal a weekly $500 giveaway. All right, if BitBase and Jason Casper had a baby, it equals $500 giveaway. If Coinbase and Bybit had a baby, it equals BitBase. All right, so I'm having a baby with Coinbase and Bybit's baby, and this is the offspring right here. Look at that. They always told me that BitBase and Jason Casper would make beautiful babies. They say they would have the most exotic looking eyes, and boy, were they right. The heterochromia is intense. Look at those lips. What the heck? It looks like I've been out in the cold for 25 years playing a trumpet without any chapstick. I've been out in the cold for 25 years playing a trumpet without any chapstick. You know? We're giving away $500 today. You know? Yeah, it's so criminal. The market maker sending messages subliminal. It's so double tenormal, going up like the chimney for criminal. Yeah, Jason Casper not a criminal, giving you the messages, they so subliminal. Get your chin over the bar, the criminal. Outside, we're here in the terminal to take off the rocket blast, going so fast. The Bitcoin price is about to go past, just a blast. All the people and last. You know we're in first, you know we do it fast. We got the green in the trees. I'm right here, baby, listen to me. We about to pump up the shorts, we will squeeze. And then we go in the kitchen, we eat the cheese. We take the cheese, I love the raw cheddar. Maybe Kobe Jack, it tastes better. I put it on the bread in the microwave. The Bitcoin price, it comes in waves. It goes up, it goes down, it goes left, it goes right. The Bears and the Bulls, they're in a fight. Don't you know it lasts all night? Asia open, they do it right. They pump and they dump. It's a big battle, Kamala versus Trump. They're in the saddle. We're out here like my name is Sato. We gamble away our dad's money for Ratto, for real. We got the feels. Jason Casper, he's slipping on banana peels like we're going around in Mario Kart. Is Jason Casper smart? Heck no, he's a retard. Yeah. Here we go, we got a green candle, baby. We got a green candle about to pump up. Here we go, I got the coffee in the cup. Jay Casper on the treadmill, your boy acting tough. But let me know if you had enough. Big shout to Wendy Core in the chat. No, the beat's over. No, it's not. In the chat, will you pee in the bushes today about that? Hey, I don't. Now the beat's really over. Man, that. What a strange beat that was, honestly. Sheesh. Man, we have some emotional beats today, though. This is getting me emotional right now. They need to do a giveaway every stream. 500 is nothing to them. That's true. Exchanges. If you really want to make money, it's all about the exchanges. About the exchanges. Yeah. Yeah. The real money, it's all about the exchanges. Ayo, ayo. If you want to make the real money, baby, it's all about exchanges. Make so much more than trading ranges. But I don't see any changes. Outside, all I see are the strangers. Cause I don't see anybody I know. So sit back and listen to the Jason Casper Crypto Flow. And welcome to the Jason Casper Show. Where do we begin? I'll let you know. We long the top. High leverage and it starts to drop. So scared, my heart nearly stops. We were pumping, but now we stop. Cause the market makers drop it down. They make a clown out of me on the internet. Around town, they say, Jay, we won't let you win. We'll make a fool of you. We will begin to liquidate your assets. Straight to zero, you ain't no hero to backtest. The market cipher B, you know it makes delirio assets. J Casper, you know I never backtest. I don't trade with a strategy, that's not best. How do I trade, you want to know? I wake up and I listen to the flow of the way I feel. Am I long, am I short? I don't know, I won't get hort. Cause I'm so smart, I can outsmart the market. Profits, don't you know, they will start it into my wallet. I'm making the money. J Casper on the treadmill, not so funny. But then, boom, liquidated in an instant. And I can't even hint this. How will I tell my wife on Christmas I lost all the money that I wanted to kiss this, the mistletoe under the tree? Jason Casper lost everything. But hey, I'll get it back one day, 100x from the top, that's the way. When you lose a trade, just double down. Oh, okay. Man. I don't know, let's actually check the order flow right now. Let's check the order flow right now. Why long if everyone knows it's going to 39K? Look, we long, we short. It is what it is, man. All right, we longed it from the golden pocket back test. So let's see what happens here. Just honestly, kind of like a little lack of participation up here. But we did have, wow, 223 million longs long here. We have a volume divergence big time here. It's just lack of participation. We don't have enough buyers stepping in to sustain this move to the upside. So maybe we do get a little bit of a consolidation from here. You know, we are at a daily level. We are at a single print. Maybe we consolidate here for just a smidgen. All right. Maybe we consolidate here for just a smidgen. All right. So let's see. Let's see. What do I think about Lit token? I never heard of it, to be honest. What's the name of the order flow website? It's called Market Monkey Terminal, MMT. And honestly, it's an amazing platform. And I think they do have a free version, but I have the paid version. I've got the ultra version. But honestly, I don't even know if I need the paid version. I just always have the paid version of everything because give me the best, baby. That's my mentality. Give me the dang best. All right. 39K. Shout out to DB88. Yeah, so look, honestly, I'm going to say the same thing I've been saying forever, which is this. The time and price target for this cycle is 39K. Let's see. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen by October. You know, so let's see. I'm hoping for that one more catastrophic move to the downside. You know, hoping for it. I wonder how many steps I've gotten today. Let's check out how many steps have I gotten today. 19,000. Not so bad. 19,000. 19,000 steps, baby. That's not so bad. $45K for you. Yeah, Market Monkey Terminal really is the best, honestly. 20,000 steps. How many steps do you guys have? You know what? Pretty soon we got to do our BitBase giveaway. But before we do our giveaway, let me know how many steps do you guys have today? How many calories do I eat in a day? I'll give you my weekly average. It's over 5,000. Over 5,000 calories a day. Right now. Yeah, last 7 days, 5,189 calorie average. The week before that, 5,156. The week before that, 5,286. The week before that, only 4,733. I'm usually around 5,000 calories a day, honestly. I feel the best around 5,000 calories a day. That's the way to go. And I have been maintaining my weight on 5,000 calories a day since June. So I have pretty much maintained my weight on 5,000 calories a day for about 8 weeks, which is a nice place to be. And I'm trying to push the food up a little bit here. I'm gonna be trying to push the food up a little bit and see if I can't put on a little bit of actual muscle. See what I could do, honestly. Let's see. You did 4 miles on the stream. Oh, you know what? We need an egg code. We need an egg code. You're losing muscle in the gym instead of gaining. What the heck? Here's what you got to do. All right? Here's what you got to do. First of all, if you're actually training and you're losing muscle, there's 2 things you got to look at. Thing number 1 is your training, all right? Are you training? What are you training like? I recommend if you've been training for at least a year, you've been lifting weights for at least a year, I recommend you switch to a more lower volume, higher intensity model. All right? Maybe like an upper lower 4 days a week. Or honestly, push pull legs 3 days a week only. Or full body 2 days a week. And focus on maybe like very few exercises, 2 to 3 sets each, hard sets, right? If you're just in there fluffing and pumping, it's not going to do anything. But the second variable is your diet. You know, if you're losing weight while you're working out, it means you're not eating enough, honestly. It means you're not eating enough. What were we going to do? What were we going to do? I eat for 2 people, yeah. How do I eat 5,000 calories? That's just my body likes to eat a lot of food, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know how people don't eat so much. I honestly don't know how people don't eat so much. Like for me, like if I sit down for a meal, I usually eat 3 meals a day, 2 big meals and a small meal. It usually ends up being 2 2,000 calorie meals and 1 1,000 calorie meal. And I don't feel full. I don't feel full or anything after that. I just feel normal, you know? So I don't know how people eat so little. I just have a strange body. Very inefficient, right? If I was a car, I'd get like 3 miles to the gallon. What do I think about working out with a busted back? You got the spine juice squeezed out? I don't know, because I am not a doctor, but I would say this. I feel like in most instances, doing nothing is worse than doing something. Obviously, if a busted back, you shouldn't be squatting and deadlifting with a barbell. But I mean, I think like the body can kind of heal itself And especially if you're getting blood flow to that area. So if I had a busted back, I'd probably be doing like whatever I could do to get blood flow to that area, obviously as light or as heavy as possible. But I'm not a doctor. I'm not a physical therapist. I would hire a physical therapist. All right. I actually work with a physical therapist. Because I myself have some back issues, right? And I've had a lot of success fixing like really bad back pain just by working with a physical therapist. Now, if there's an actual disc issue, I don't know how much you can fix that, but I don't know really what to say, honestly. You're not eating enough. How should you eat more? I mean, it's so easy. Literally, I mean, well, here's what you have to really do. If you're losing weight, add in a little bit of extra food every day until your weight stays the same, all right? So if you're losing weight consistently, every single day, take a dang shot of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. The first cold pressed extra virgin olive oil, like the high quality, full of polyphenols and like healthy fats and all that stuff. Not only is it healthy for you, but it's an easy. You take a shot of olive oil, that's an easy 200 calories in a shot, right? Boom. Or put that on your dang salad, or dip your bread in it, or whatever. Put it on your oats. I put olive oil on my yogurt. Until you get to the place where your weight's consistent for like 2 weeks, then you know, all right, this is how much I need to eat to maintain my weight. Then just push it up a little bit from there. Just push it up a little bit from there. You know? All right, the egg code. Thank you, man. The egg code. Thank you. Thank you. Shout out to Make Me a Millie. Shout out to Sue Deep. What exercises should you do? Well, I'm a big fan of just normal, good old-fashioned exercises. So, for back, weighted pull-ups, weighted chin-ups, barbell rows, shrugs, you know, and variations of those. If you can do a cable row or a chest-supported row, excellent. Chest-supported rows on a bench with dumbbells, excellent. Basically, for your back, you want to make sure you're hitting your lats. That's going to be a vertical pull. You want to hit your rhomboids and your lower traps. That's going to be like a horizontal pull. You want to hit your upper traps. It's going to be a shrug. All right? For chest and shoulders, dips, push-ups, and you got your flat and incline presses, dumbbell and barbell. I mean, what do I know? I mean, honestly, you should ask Make Me a Millie how to get those lats. Honestly. You should ask him what to do. What do you do, Make Me a Millie? You should ask Make Me a Millie. What do you do to get those lats, bro, in that back? How do you get such a developed back? Alright, the egg code today is back. B-A-C-K. Because we want to know how Make Me a Millie gets that wide V taper, you know? Look at Make Me a Millie. Look at this. Sheesh, bro. That's as far as I can zoom in. My goodness, look at that V taper. We should ask Make Me a Millie, honestly, what he does for his back. Whatever he does, that's what we should all do, all right? What's not even true, by the way, because everyone's different. That's another thing. Everyone's different. So an exercise might work for you, might not work for someone else. Honestly, for me, and I don't have a back like Make Me a Millie, but it's been the weighted chin-ups, the horizontal rows, and the shrugs. Then, of course, like shoulder press, standing, seated shoulder presses. And I never train legs, so don't even worry about it. Nah, I'm joking. Gotta do squats and deadlifts, really. Squats and deadlifts, and variations of those. So, Romanian split squats. Bulgarian split squats, Romanian deadlifts, you know, lunges, weighted lunges, belt squats are great. Leg presses are great. Front squats are really good for working your quads. But honestly, my quads, the way I built them the best is with the Smith Machine Bulgarian split squat or dumbbell Bulgarian split squat. I can't comment on calves because I can't grow my calves no matter what. Shout out to New Earth Guardian. Shout out to Yeshua HaMashiach. Yeah, I know. Shout out to Jose. Those 3 exercises are linear work for everyone. Yeah. Yeah, those 3 exercises. I'm from Romanian deadlift. That's what's up. That's what's up. High barbell back squats and hack squat. Yeah, oh yeah, the hack squat is great if you have access to that. I don't have a hack squat. I have a Smith machine. I can do Smith machine hack squats. But yeah, the hack squat, that'll really isolate those quads. If I was going to a commercial gym, I used to do a lot of hack squats, and now I see people doing these pendulum squats on the internet. I've never seen a pendulum squat machine in my life, but it seems like literally the best leg exercise that a tall person can do. Because I've spent a lot of time working on my barbell back squat. And I've spent a lot of time on my technique and my range of motion on the barbell back squat, and it did not grow my legs as much as I wanted it to. You know? I need Frankie Candle calves. I need Frankie Candle calves. JoJo Productions lost 27 pounds walking in the past 2.5 months. That's what's up, bro. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah. Every time I think about getting a commercial gym membership, I think to myself, the nearest commercial gym to me is probably about 40 minutes away, which means almost an hour and a half of driving. And then I just can't bring myself to drive to the gym when I literally have a gym like right through this door behind me here. Like, my gym is through this door right here. There's the gym door right behind me. It's open. I call it IHOG. The IHOG gym, the International House of Gains, baby. You know? It's called the IMOG gym. The best squat I've ever done is when I found $100. Can you imagine someone finds $100, they literally squat down to get it instead of just bend over? That'd be so funny. You got a little fat and your calves exploded. Well, Caesar, here's the thing. I used to be very fat, and I still had skinny calves. I was very fat, and I still had skinny calves. I was the most unflattering type of fat. Like, there's the kind of fat guy who has, like, a big gut, but he has, like, such a solid, like, lower body. It doesn't look so bad because he's stocky, you know? He looks strong and stocky. You know, massive calves, massive glutes, massive thighs. You know, very compact, small waist. Even though he has a gut to the side, he's got a big gut, but from the front and from the back, he still has a V taper. That's not the kind of fat I am. All right, the kind of fat I am is stomach and chest fat like this, legs like this, arms like this, all right, neck like this, all right, massive double chin like this, all right, and then my face like this. That's the kind of fat I am, just all chin and man boobs and gut and love handles. Skinny calves, skinny legs. I have like a cortisol. I'm like I don't know. I look like just yeah. It's just that's how I was, man. So it doesn't work for me. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work for me. I didn't get that. I didn't get those genetics. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get the fat calf genetics. You know what I'm saying? Anatoly videos. I'd like those too. Shout out to Anatoly. Yeah, you're right, Make Me a Millie. You're right. And I've thought that too. Like, I thought, you know, I don't have to go every workout. I could go once a week. Here's the problem. I'm such a homebody that I would just imagine that if I had the gym membership, I wouldn't even go once a week. But maybe I'll get it. Maybe I will. There's a really nice gym like 40 minutes away from me. It's like an old school gym. It's like a stuck in the late 90s gym. It has all the old school hammer strength, plate loaded machines. It just has that vibe of the old school gym from the late 90s, early 2000s. You go in, there's like the big signs on the ceiling hanging down on chains that say like arms, legs, back, chest, so you know where to work out each thing. So I was thinking about going to that gym, you know. Photo of the Fatty J. I do have some photos of the Fatty J. You got to remember, that's a long time ago. All right, Bitcoin trying to get the pump here, baby. Trying to get the pump. You know what I mean? We're trying to get the pump. Let's see. I'm hoping for a big move, but you can inject growth hormone right into the calves. Why did I short if I believe we're going higher? I've been in this short for a long time, okay? I've been holding this short for quite some time. This short, I've been holding it since July 30th, okay? July 30th. So I've been in the short for a long time. Why am I short? Because it's a hedge. It's a zero risk trade right now. If I get stopped out, it will lose $4,000 of the $3,000, right? So it's literally going to be a $100 potential. I'm risking $100 with my stop loss above these highs. I'm in a over $600,000 worth of longs. All right, close to 700K worth of longs, which if the might get stopped out up here, this trade will be up like 30 grand. This trade here will be up, I don't know, 10 grand. So I'm going to be up 40 grand. Sorry, $39,900 net profit. That's why I'm in the short. Because what if we dump from here? It is resistance. Then if we dump from here, I literally have unrealized, unrealized profit on the line right now, close to 30 grand. Right? So by holding a short, I'm risking $100. By not holding a short, I'm risking 30 grand. Do you see how that is like the reality of this situation? Unrealized profit is just that. It's unrealized. It's unrealized. So if I'm not short and we dump down, I'm 30 grand could go down the toilet. If we pump and I'm short, I'm literally going to lose $100. It's a good deal. It's a good deal. We need to do our BitBase giveaway. All right. We need to do our BitBase giveaway. Guys, what I need you to do is spam the chat with your BitBase user ID. Spam the chat with your BitBase user ID. And we're gonna... Here we go. We're gonna count down from 10 and highlight somebody. Here we go. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. All right, let's see who our winner is here. All right, our winner is Mamat Yimez. All right, Mamat Yimez. Mamat Yimez. Let's see if I can find that. If I can find that screenshot that I just took. I know you guys can see everything. That's okay. Where is that screenshot? No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. It's not it either. Where is that screenshot? Dang it. Dang it! My computer is doing something new these days, guys, where I can't pull a screenshot onto my dang. All right, we're gonna have to do another countdown, I guess, because I can find them. Can't. All right. We're gonna do another countdown. All right. We're gonna do another countdown. All right. Spam your dang thing again. All right. This time, I'm gonna try and get to save on my desktop. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. All right. Let's see who the winner is this time. All right. This time the winner is Sudeep. Shout out to Sudeep. All right. Sudeep is the winner. Let's see if I can drag this over here. I have to figure out how to fix my computer. So, when I take a screenshot on my Mac, maybe some of you guys know this, it used to go to my desktop. But shout out to Sudeep. Yeah, Sudeep's our winner. It used to go to my desktop, now it doesn't. All right, Sudeep, I'm gonna send it over to BitBase. All right. Yeah, I have to figure out how to fix that on my Mac. I'm going to have to AI it, you know? I'm going to have to AI it, figure out how to fix that. I see you here, Mamat Yilnez. I see you, bro. All right, Mamat Yunez. Here's what I'll do, bro. Here's what I'll do. Because I'm a nice guy. I wish there was a way to see your original. You know what? There's nothing to do. I wish I could say, send me your address and I'll send you $500, but I can't because scammers will fake it. And then we'll have 1,000 tickets open in Discord, everyone claiming, I'm Mamat Yunez. I'm the winner. There's nothing to do. I'm sorry, bro. It is what it is. It's random. It is what it is. It's random, man. It's like the time I almost won the lottery, but I lost it by one number. All right? Next time, bro. Next time, bro. All right? Next time, sign up for the BLOFIN $2,000 giveaway. All right. Every week we're giving away 4 $500 prizes. It's through the Discord, through the free Discord. So go check it out. Go try it out. Go try it out for yourself and see if it fits. All right. Here's the thing, Mama. I don't know what your user ID is anymore, bro. I don't know what your user ID is anymore. I could check after the stream, but right now the farthest back I can go on my YouTube stream isn't actually going to show me your user ID, sadly. It's not going to show it to me. Shout out to our super chat, Dennis Marv. He said, could you please put these in order of significance? Market structure, volume profile, Cypher B, trend line. Shout out to Dennis Marv for the super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, in order of importance, definitely market structure is number 1, because that is the basis for every single trade you take. Every trade you take, you're taking it because you think we're either bottoming out and reversing a trend or continuing a trend. The second is going to be volume profile, because you should always be looking to buy at a discount and sell at a premium, and avoid buying and selling at fair range, fair trade, fair price. Then after that, I would say trend lines, because trend lines act as support or resistance. And then the last and final thing is market Cypher B, because really for me, market Cypher B is telling me if the price is coming to a zone of interest, do I have a reason to pull the trigger? You know, do I have a reason to pull the trigger? All right, shout out to Ali Gaming Tube HD. Shout out to T1M3ATK. Doesn't crypto and Bitcoin need to generate opportunity for people to sell out of stocks? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't know if I can't imagine that most people go in and out of stocks and crypto like that. But I'm pretty sure big money is well diversified. And right now, compared to stocks, at least compared to the dang S&P 500, Bitcoin's way low, at a way better opportunity right now. You know? Is there an exchange I can recommend? Honestly, you should never trade without a VPN, bro. You should never trade without a VPN in general. Yeah, I don't know. I can't recommend an exchange that's not ANTARCTIC or BLOFIN or BitBase. I mean, those are the ones that should not have KYC or VPN requirements. And ANTARCTIC is a DEX. You know? Shout out to Dennis Marv. Guys, here's the thing. The whole giveaway thing is final. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. I'm sorry if that upsets anybody. It is what it is. We give away literally thousands of dollars every single month on this channel. So there will be plenty of opportunity. All right. There was a mistake that happened. It was on my end, but that's just part of the randomness of it. That's part of the randomness of it, all right? It is what it is, guys. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Speak no more of this matter. Speak no more of this matter. It is what it is. I'm sorry. It is what it is. BLOFIN blocks United States IPs now? Is that true? It doesn't block mine. I'm located here in the United States of America. The good old-fashioned USA. The good old-fashioned USA. All right. So shout out to Sudeep, MMM, Life is But a Dream. We're going to get that $500 to ASAP. Bitcoin to 35K. I mean, I don't know if 35K, but maybe 39. But, yeah. Yep, the old-fashioned USA. I don't live in the new-fashioned USA. I live in the old-fashioned USA. There's a big difference between the old and the new-fashioned USAs, guys. What's my target for this move? Honestly, why not the mid-70s, Getchy? Why not the mid-70s? Why not actually break out? You know? Treadmill just turned off. You know what that means? It actually is time to go pee in the bushes. It actually is time to go pee in the bushes, y'all. Short for the win. Here's the thing. I don't necessarily have, well, that's not true. There is a short entry right now, but it doesn't look the best. Here's the thing. Here's how I'm playing this in all honesty. I'm longing and shorting, and I don't care about whether or not the bottom is in for Bitcoin. As far as spot goes, I am simply looking to buy if we dip lower. You know? This potential move has the potential to take us up to the value area high of the range, which is going to be around $74,000. But at least first we're going to go to 67, which is only a $2,500 move from here. You know, it's nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Now, I do know this. I have a feeling, as far as BLOFIN goes, someone brought up the Garden State. If you're talking about New Jersey, I do remember going to New Jersey and having an issue with the VPN being required. So maybe that is the case for BLOFIN. You know? It's so weird. When my laptop goes outside, it gets overheated. Starts to blow up. If I was long at 64.2, only would I head short now? 64.2, would I head short now? I don't know actually. Probably not. I usually don't hedge. It depends. If I'm scalping for the day, then yeah, probably. But it's a difficult question to answer. It really depends on the situation I was in. Hedge short meaning what? If I was scalping, I could have taken a scalp short from here and locked in a profit and had my stop loss above just to keep the position open. That's probably how I would do it. Have I heard of people having trouble getting money off KCEX? I have, and everyone who had an issue with that in my community has had it resolved because I reached out to KCEX myself and I said, come on, KCEX. And they helped everyone out. Do I use a DEX or a SEX? I use both. I'm open positions on both right now. This is a decentralized exchange right here. This is a DEX. And then this here is a SEX. You're swing short on Bitcoin now? Why now? Like, let's be honest. You know, I don't want to dissuade anyone from their planning, but the way I'm looking at Bitcoin now is this. Look at the daily. The daily looks so bullish. Oh my goodness. Swing short. I would never swing short this. How in the world could you swing short with a bullish daily? I don't mean to dissuade anybody, but not only that, we're above the POC of the range. And does it not look like this is about to squeeze like all this liquidity and come back to the top? I mean, again, I don't mean to dissuade anybody, but why are you swing short on Bitcoin as we're reclaiming major support with a bullish confirmation? Again, you follow your own plan, please. You know, because come back tomorrow and we're dumped all the way down to 25,000. You'd be like, Jason, why'd you say not to swing short? Okay, I was wrong, but it just doesn't look that bearish to me. You know? Tomorrow stocks will be red. Taco is live now. What is Taco? I do think Bitcoin can get more moved to the upside. This looks like she's ready to get a big blast off here. I think we're finally breaking out of this channel thing. I think we're finally breaking this trend line here. Taco is Trump. Why is Taco Trump? What happened? Are we James winning? Oh yeah. Liquidated. Hey guys, I have to be honest. Okay, I know I'm a homesteader. I know I grow my own food, okay? But if you don't have time to bake potatoes, all right, this is a game changer. If you have to eat on the road, all right, you want to eat healthy on the road, these things, all right? The Snack Yard Organic Soft and Chewy Sweet Potato Sticks. They're vegan. And not only are they vegan, the only ingredient is organic sweet potato. That's it. They're just dry sweet potatoes. And they're really chewy and good. And so I eat the same thing every day. And I eat so many potatoes and sweet potatoes, but it's a pain to bake them. And if you don't have them, you have to bake them. It takes like 2 hours and then they have to cool off if you want to take them somewhere. Right? So I found these things. It's like if I have to go somewhere, because I travel a lot. I don't travel a lot at all. But if I ever have to go somewhere or I have to be out for the day, because I always bring all my food with me, this is a game changer right here, guys. This is a game changer. One pack is about 240 calories worth of potato. That's a little bit less than 300 grams. If you had a raw sweet potato, that's like 280 grams of sweet potato. That's like a good medium, smallish size sweet potato. You know, you get two packs of those. That's 480 calories, over 100 carbs. Tastes great. Just pure sweet potato. Got the potassium in there. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get the potassium. You know, it's got 500 milligrams of potassium per bag. You get 1,000 milligrams of potassium. Only 50 grams of sugar. Only 50 grams of sugar. What could go wrong? What could go wrong with 50 grams of sugar? I eat like 300 grams of sugar a day. Isn't that crazy? That is pretty crazy. I hope we get, like, I'm waiting for the big pump, guys. I'm waiting for the big pump here. We're up 6 grand right now. My short stop loss is 65,150. TP on 63.3. Okay. I hope it works out for you, man. Do I see a near brief retracement 1 hour, 4 hour before we go back to 67? I'm not really seeing that as much here. And the reason why is because just this whole structure to me, it looks like we consolidated and now we're breaking out of the consolidation here, right? I'm not looking at this as much as a bearish divergence as much as I'm looking at this as a I know people are looking at this as a hidden bear div, but we had bullish divergence down here. We had bull divs down here, bull div right here, and now we're breaking out the trend line. Market ciphers breaking out the trend line, money flow curving back to the upside, and locally, like, look at the 24-minute. Maybe I'm wearing bull glasses, but this morning when we came down to this low, we had a very, very bullish divergence right here. So I could be wrong, but you know, I don't necessarily see that pullback coming, especially after this chop city like this, man. I feel like we get a bit of a squeeze here. I am hoping we get a bit of a squeeze, you know. Taco will be speaking at 4:30. Okay. Bitcoin's pumping now, man. I'm pretty sure this is a false breakout, says Stocky. Yeah, but also, here's the thing. Let's not forget the context is this, okay? The overall context is not that we're breaking out of this channel. It's that the real breakout, the real fake out is going to be from up here, right? This is going to be the real fake out. So the breakout of this channel is initiating the bull trap that gets the fake out from up here. That's how I'm looking at this now. Look at the daily. I mean, the daily market cipher B is making me feel like that push up is inevitable. And then that could result in the bull trap, you know, because then we have bearish div on the daily, and that could be our big move back down. That's kind of how I'm looking at this now, you know. Those potatoes are called the snack yard. The snack yard. Here, let me see if I can. I'll get a picture for you. And they're good for, I don't know, I don't eat anything before I work out, so post-workout, how about that? Why don't I draw the value area high and low of the range since June? This is the value area low and the high of the range since June right here. This is June 2nd right there. So I'm going based on the range. This is like the June range for me. I consider it right here. Since June 3rd is pretty much where I consider it. June 3rd. We're above most of the volume, and if we reclaim 67, that's why I say I think we can go up to 74, because then, you know, once we flip this guy into support, we're going straight up to here, you know? And if we fake out, then we could come back down to 60K and bounce, or we could come all the way back down and make a new low, you know? Here we go, baby. Here we go, Bitcoin. Here we go. How much are they bagged? They're not cheap, I'll be honest, to make me a milli. Depends on where you get them. You can buy them in bulk on the internet, different places. But in general, they're not very cheap. They're not very cheap. It's much cheaper to buy potatoes. It's much cheaper to grow potatoes. I'm a big fan of growing my own potatoes. But honestly, sometimes you're in a pinch and you need something quick to go. That's the way to go in a pinch. How's the weather here? The weather here is pretty nice right now. It's a little bit sunny out. So sunny that my computer was overheating. It's actually a little bit cloudy out now. So it's partly cloudy. Partly cloudy. How about that? It's more, yeah, it's like we got some blue sky. All right. We got some blue sky, but the sun just so happens to be behind a big white puffer. A big white puffer. Don't look like a short squeeze and price will go down. All right, we'll see what happens. Jai, and I love you too. You know? Yeah, it's been raining the last few days. Yesterday it rained and then it got real nice. The day before that, rainy and dreary. Rainy and dreary. You know? Anything good for you ain't cheap. That's not necessarily true. Anything convenient and good for you is not cheap, I'd say. Anything that's convenient and good for you is not cheap. But dry beans, very cheap. Potatoes are very cheap. Like, but then you got to prepare it all. Like, you know, the prep time. And time is money. But, and I guess meat is not cheap. There you go. Meat is not cheap. Eggs are not cheap, but you get some chickens and stuff. But I'll be honest. Nah, I don't even know if I should say that, but yeah, I shouldn't say that. Healthy, convenient food is very expensive. Healthy, convenient food is extremely expensive. I mean, I'll tell you, my wife gets these things. Talk about healthy, convenient food. There's no way this company's going to stay in business. Let me show you this. There's no way that this company's going to stay in business. I mean, who the heck has money to buy these things? These things are so dang expensive. These things, all right, Daily Harvest. They have pasta bowls, like it's gluten-free, all this. It's literally just all whole food. It's literally just 100% whole food. There's nothing in it. It's just food only. Potatoes, rice, tomato, broccoli, avocado, beans, extra virgin olive oil, organic, like red pepper, pink Himalayan pink salt, lime juice, tomato paste, lemon juice, nutritional yeast, organic cumin, organic paprika, organic oregano, organic onion powder, and it's in a bowl. It's frozen off. It's all freshly frozen food, like in a bowl. You just pop it in the oven for a little bit. But man, those things are expensive, I'll tell you. And they also sell these like protein bowls of oatmeal, and it has like fresh produce inside. It's supposed to stay frozen. It's just all like whole food, but there's no way that company's gonna stay in business. There's no way. I told my wife, there's not enough Jason Casper's wives out there who have the money for this crap. I mean, let's be honest. There's no way that company's gonna stay in business. But I like what they're doing. It's nice to know you can go to the store and get a TV dinner type thing that's like actually food and not like a whole bunch of soybean man tit oil. You know? Yeah, it's all organic, bro. I mean, organic. You know what I mean? It's organic. Like it's certified USDA organic, so yeah. Pink salt. What might pink salt be, Rimo? I've heard good and bad things about the pink salt. What's wrong with the pink salt? Shout out to Jesse Gellick. God bless you, bro. I'm glad to see you here, man. Your food bill is around 250 pounds a week since COVID. You know, I have to say, as an American, I don't even know what that means, bro. 250 pounds for me, that's like, you know, 2 plates and a 10 and a 20 and a 2.5 on each side. That's what 250 pounds is in my mind. Is that kind of like $250? Or is that more than $250? Yeah, I know food prices have skyrocketed since COVID. It's actually pretty crazy. It is crazy, especially meat. Meat is so expensive. Like, I know, like, whenever we cater, like, some kind of party or whatever, it is insane how much money we pay if, like, we're gonna get, like, roast beef or whatever. It's insane. It's, like, close to $1,000 if you're gonna be catering a party to, like, serve, like, 30 people. You're gonna get, like, roast beef. Not like the sandwiches, but the actual like roast beef. It's like $600-700. It's insane. It's insane. Yeah, anything certified doesn't necessarily mean it's healthy. Like, it just means that they went through the loopholes, and you pay more for it. Jesse's paying 200 euros a week for food before I had 120 euros. Yeah, that's crazy, man. See, I'm so, like, isolated from food prices because I haven't bought eggs in so long, you know? I, like, all my potatoes, all my squashes, like, pretty much most of the stuff I eat. Not most of the stuff. I shouldn't say most stuff. A lot of the stuff I eat, we produce it ourselves. And then, for the most part, like, those fancy things I showed you, like, we don't eat that all the time. So, we're going to buy it. It's expensive. But I think growing your own food really does a good job of cutting into your total food expenses. It looks like flesh of some sort, like muscle tissue. Pink salt might be putrefied giants. That's crazy, huh? I wonder if that's true. You know? Cattle has a nice weekly bottom. I keep hearing that the price of meat is going to keep skyrocketing because of all the strange things that have been happening with like ranchers and all this. Wouldn't surprise me. Petrified giants. Pink salt is petrified giants. I'll have to stop with the pink salt. Alright. Yeah, we'll have to stop. Okay, so what? We're up. We're chopping around. We're chopping around. There's nothing too crazy happening here. Take one chicken from your backyard. Yeah, I mean, I haven't raised meat birds in a while, to be honest. But I wanted to do it this year, but I didn't do it. Now the year's over. Your nephew has his own vegetable farm. That's what's up. You need land to grow food, which is expensive. It depends where you're buying the land, but yeah, land now is much more expensive than it used to be. You used to be able to get land for like $1,000 an acre some places, or even less in the US. I don't know if you can still do that, but you'd be surprised how much you can grow on very little space. Like, honestly, I'm on 6 acres. I'm on 6 acres. And I'll probably only actually grow on like 1 acre. And I don't even have to have that much space, to be honest with you. I just have different garden beds that are spread out. So I'm pretty sure on like half an acre in your typical suburban backyard. I had friends who lived in suburbia and their whole backyard was a garden. Their whole backyard was a garden. They grew so much food in their backyard. It was just a fenced-in, normal suburban backyard. It wasn't that big at all. And their whole entire backyard. I remember this one year they grew pumpkins, and the pumpkin vine went up a telephone pole, and there was a pumpkin hanging from the telephone lines. A giant pumpkin hanging from the telephone lines. No one could get it. It eventually did fall. But, yeah, you can grow a lot on a little bit. People make it more complicated than it has to be, in my opinion. Vertical hydroponics. A lot of people are dealing with square feet. You could grow a lot of food in some square footage, honestly. Look, I used to live in an apartment, and we grew food on the balcony. We grew food on that balcony. We had a whole bunch of 5-gallon buckets full of compost. We were growing potatoes. We were growing tomatoes. We were growing zucchini squashes out there. We were growing onions out there. On the balcony. You can make it work. When there's a will, there's a way, man. When there's a will, there's a way. Let me tell you. The Himalayan mountains. Ah, the Himalayan. Ah, I see, man. Yeah, it sounds mad conspiratorial. If I were to buy land again, where would I look? I don't know. I'm not tied. I don't know. I've always liked, in the United States, I'd probably stay right around where I am, to be honest. I think West Virginia is the most beautiful place in the world. Yeah, no, we used to grow in an apartment, and then after we lived in an apartment, we rented the bottom floor of a house from a guy, and we grew stuff in his backyard. He said, yeah, go for it. We grew stuff in suburbia backyard, and then eventually we came out here. Shout out to Jesse, who quit smoking cigarettes and weed. Best decision you've made this year so far. Congratulations, man. That sounds really cool. To quit smoking cigarettes and weed. I quit smoking weed. I never smoked cigarettes, but if I had, I would have hoped I would quit by now too. I have some homemade vertical hydroponic made of plumbing PVC pipe. I get 25 pounds of cherry tomatoes per 6 feet vertical. Footprint is very small. That is what's up, Zug Zug Mahogany. That is awesome. Can't go wrong. Do you make your own homemade tomato sauce and ketchup and salsa and all that? That's what my wife does with all this stuff. My wife makes a bangin' green tomato salsa. It's fermented. It's like a fermented green tomato salsa. It's so good. And she makes the best tomato sauce too. She has this weird machine. My wife has this weird machine. You put the tomatoes in the top and you crank this thing. And it gets all the tomato juice and everything except the seeds goes out into the pot. And she boils it down. It's good stuff. I thought she was Italian, the way she made that tomato sauce. You know? Boomdoc saying he needs to quit vaping, nicotine, and weed, and drinking, and Diet Dr. Peppers. Too many vices. Yeah, my vices, honestly, are... If I have it around, I can't stop drinking that Zevia soda. That stevia sweetened soda. And then also, if there's gum, chewing gum around, that's also a vice of mine. Chewing gum. But I try not to chew the kind with aspartame in it. I chew the kind that doesn't have aspartame in it. Travy Trade says vices are a substitute for the dopamine rush you get from serving God. Yeah, I do believe that's true. At least in my life, it was true. It was true. Back when I was heavily involved in different substances. In hindsight, it was absolutely just trying to fill that missing piece that can only be filled with a relationship with God. That's 100% true. But nowadays, the Zevia vice, I think, comes because it's late at night, and I would like to eat something, but I know if I do eat something, I won't be able to go to sleep. And then I'll be up until like 11 p.m. Then I'll have like a really, really bad day the next day. So instead of eating something, I'll have a Zevia. It's kind of like eating something, except you don't have to chew it. And it has no calories. And it tastes kind of good. Nathan and Sons remineralizing gum. I'm gonna go ahead and text this to myself, Doc the Goat. Yeah. That's what's up, bro. I'm gonna actually gonna Google search that right now, man. Cool, man. Yeah, I'll check it out. Remineralizing. That's right up my alley. Since I do go to a biologic dentist, the kind that drills your cavities with no Novocaine and doesn't use fluoride. Oof, you gained 18 pounds in the last 8 months by not smoking. Yeah, you know what? Maybe you should get addicted to the gym, Jesse, honestly. You should get addicted to the gym. Is an 8 kilogram weighted vest enough on a treadmill if you weigh 71 kilograms? Well, I don't know what a kilogram is because I'm American, but I would tell you that walking is good for you, period. And any amount you can add to yourself will burn more calories. All right, so the heavier it is, the more calories you'll burn. Right? Sometimes I wear a 100-pound weighted vest just to see what it'd be like if I gained 100 pounds. It's pretty crazy. Shout out to Make Me a Millie. God bless you, bro. See you around, man. Yeah, any weighted vest is fine. Anything's fine. Anything's fine. Is it time to long the top? Caesar? I don't know. A barbell addiction is serious. Yeah, a barbell addiction is pretty serious, guys. But I think it is a good addiction to have. Addicted to the gym. You know, I do like the gym. I go to the gym all the time. I'm in the gym right now. I'm literally at the gym right now. You know, we got the dang hammer strength leg press right here. We got the dang functional trainer life fitness right here. You know, got the dang hammer row right here. Got the dang Smith machine right here. Got the dang squat rack right over here. Got the preacher curl right over here. Wouldn't be complete without the pec fly right over here. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't be complete without the dang rack of dumbbells, you know? I'm always in the gym. I live in the gym, baby. I literally live here. This is literally where I live. I live in the gym. I live in the gym, baby. wants to know how can I stop being a piece of crap? Oh, you're underweight, Jesse? Okay, then never mind, bro. If you're trying to gain weight, then that's good, bro. You were 99 pounds? What? How tall are you, bro? Okay, had to convert to pounds. Belt squats. Man, I love belt squats, bro. I have the, right here, I've got the Squat Max MD. I don't know if you can see that. The Squat Max MD. This belt squat I love. I love this belt squat right here. The Squat Max MD. Man. Preacher curls. Yeah, look. I have a thing for preaching and I have a thing for curls. You know what I'm saying? Christopher says, I go to the gym every weekday. I need to put the same focus on my Bible studies. Look, here's a pro tip. In the gym, only listen to the audio Bible. Only listen to the audio Bible. That's a pro tip right there. But, all right. Well, here's the thing, guys. Bitcoin is pumping. I was hoping for a big move during this stream, but it looks like we're not going to get it. And it's coming to the place where I feel like I need to end the stream. I think I need to end the stream. So I'm going to do that. Maybe in the future we'll have a massive move. As soon as I end the stream, we're going to pump. All right. So God bless you guys. I'll see you later. Peace.